Welcome to New Hampshire's Business. I'm Fred Coker. Take a look at this pie chart. It's a survey of students nationwide who made a deposit to a college and are now deciding whether or not to go. You can see that 80% of them are going and 12% are not, and the rest are trying to decide. How exactly does a college open up its campus to students and faculty in the midst of a pandemic? Well, New England College in Henniker and Manchester is doing just that this fall, and they're accepting enrollments already. Here is a quote from its president, Michelle Perkins. New England College plans to be open this fall for in-person living, teaching, and learning. And with me to talk about how that's going to happen is New England College President Michelle Perkins. Welcome.
Thank you, Fred. Nice to meet you.
You're also chair of the New Hampshire College University Council, I believe.
That's correct.
You went to remote learning in March when you saw this coming. Now you're about to go to in-person learning. I'm putting the safety precautions that you've adopted and shared with your community up on the screen. In particular, robust testing and tracing and tracking. Talk about that.
Well, we are currently investigating options and, of course, in conversation with our colleagues and health officials in the state. But we're learning about software applications that can provide you with real-time, for instance, temperature testing. That would be one of the things we'd want to do. And even though it's confidential in terms of individuals, you can see if there's, for instance, a residence hall where there are elevated temperatures. And so that's one of the options we're looking at. So we obviously want to, our idea is that we would do testing not just once a day, but perhaps twice a day. Getting everyone to cooperate will be a bit of a challenge, but based on the behaviors we had of our community and our students as we developed, as we wound down to having those students on campus, there was a lot of cooperation.
You're talking about staggering the move-in times and dates, and that's a smart thing to do, I'm sure, to keep people and their families from all collecting in one place.
Yes, and so we're looking at a very different orientation and move-in date plan where we would have clearly defined numbers of students and families moving in at specific times. So as you said, there wouldn't be 700 people showing up all at once.
And social distancing is going to be true in the classrooms. I mean, in particular, the classrooms and dormitory living. How are you going to do that?
Well, we have ample residence hall space to be able to have to create a number of single rooms for students, which we're planning to do. We are planning on having slightly fewer students in the fall overall as residential students than we'd have typically following the statistics that we're reading. As you pointed out, there's a certain percentage are going to sit out the year. We're hoping as many students come back. Even so, even with a nearly full enrollment, we'll be able to spread people out. So we're looking at that. In terms of other social distancing, we're really not planning on having any large gatherings that we've had in the past. It's unfortunate, but this next year will be very different. And in the classroom, our student-teacher ratio is still 14-1, and our classrooms usually have capacity for 35 to 40 students. So we will be able to space out the tables and desks and be able to provide that.
What's your enrollment for the fall right now compared to what it would have been in a normal time?
Well, we don't know that yet. Current deposits and actually retention numbers are up significantly pre-registrations for the fall. That said, we understand that there may be more attrition as we reach enrollment time than in previous years. We hope not, but we are planning accordingly.
How are you going to handle out-of-state students who come from, say, like New York City, New York area, which has got the worst of the pandemic? How are you handling that on their behalf as well as your own?
Yes, well, and we do have a number of students from the New York City area. I think what we obviously, that's where the testing comes in, is very important to make sure students test, and also that they disclose if they have family members who have COVID. For those who feel who are at risk, for instance, whether faculty or students, we are going to allow the opportunity for virtual or remote learning.
And another precaution you've adopted, if someone does show risk or some symptoms, you're going to put them in a remote location, but still learn.
Yes, yes.
Okay, thank you. Michelle Perkins, president of New England College in Henniker and Manchester. And thank you so much for being on the Hampton's Business. Much good luck to you and all best wishes for a successful semester this fall at your college.
Thank you, Fred. Thanks for having me on the show.